Across Nigerian markets are modern trading centers. They are living ecosystems where movement, safety, infrastructure, and daily survival intersect. But as population increases and commercial activity expands, many of these markets now face growing pressures that affects not only traders and shoppers, but entire cities. Today on Dateline 360, we will take a closer look at the realities shaping market experiences across different states, from traffic gridlock that slows businesses in Ibadan to blocked access routes that threaten emergency response in Kano. We explore the parking challenges confronting shoppers in Yenagoa and examine the unfamiliar concept of market entry fees in Onitsha. Then we turn our focus to Abuja, where overstretched car parks are raising concerns amongst residents. These stories reveal a common thread: the urgent need for better planning, safer access, and more efficient management in some of the country's busiest commercial environments. Our correspondents will be bringing these issues to light, capturing the voices of those who live, who trade, and navigate these markets every day. Hello, I'm glad you joined us, and I am your host, Momsa Damien Lati. Marketplaces are often called the heartbeat of a city, spaces where commerce hums, people converge, and daily life unfolds in vibrant colors. But in Abuja, many shoppers say the heartbeat is faltering, strained by overstretched car parks that leave them paying for convenience that rarely meets their expectation. Mariam George Dutubu takes a closer look at these rising concerns, comparing market rates and exploring smarter, more efficient ways for market authorities to restore order amid a system growing increasingly.
Abuja, the nation's capital, continues to expand as daily migration drives up the number of people and vehicles moving across the city. This surge is most visible in the markets, where commercial activity is increasingly strained by inadequate parking facilities. Across major markets in the Federal Capital Territory, traders and shoppers lament the growing pressure. From Garki Modern Market to Wuse Market, the story is the same. Parking spaces originally designed to ease congestion have become grossly insufficient for the volume of vehicles entering each day. As a result, motorists pile onto access roads, causing heavy traffic, obstructing emergency routes, and triggering frequent disagreements among traders, customers, and park attendants.
Actually, it's a problem you're facing for every day here. Once they collect their money from the gate, they will tell you, like, just go to this side, there's space there, but you'll find out turning yourself round, wasting fuel.
On Garki market, just here the parking space is too hard, no parking space.
Our market is designed to be a place anybody who can come and shop for comfort, and the ambient encourages business here. Any kind of person can do business in this market. But at the moment, the market is filled up. We're having the challenge of parking. At a particular time of the day, you find it difficult to find a place to park in this market. And we are calling on the government, the authorities concerned, to build us multi-level parking that will address this need.
At Garki International Market, however, the situation is noticeably different. The parking arrangement there appears more organized, with far less congestion compared to Wuse and Garki Modern Markets. Concerns have also been raised about discrepancies in gate fees, charges that vary depending on the type of vehicle entering the market and the absence of a standardized entry fee system. Representative of the Managing Director, Abuja Market Management Limited, Farouk Baffa, addresses these concerns.
This toll whatever, has been in place since 2009. We've been collecting 100 naira since 2009. It was just 2023 when the subsidy was removed, and then we now decide to increase it by 100%, from 100 to 200 for cars. So understand. And then when the new minimum wage come into effect, you understand, we had to review it by 50%, and that's how it arrived at. That's why we are now at 300, and that's just to cater for the salaries of the toll collectors, the car park operators. So understand, it's not that we are just making money and stacking it in bank, exploiting people. No, we are going with the realities.
Make them try their best. Make them find how, when people enter market like this, they will now get parking space.
Market leaders say the FCT administration and the market management teams are making efforts to improve parking infrastructure. However, they admit that more still needs to be done to match the pace of the city's rapid growth and the rising demand for space.
There's a population surge into Abuja. That's why you see this pressure in the markets in terms of parking. For instance, in Wuse Market, where we are, the minister has graciously approved a multi-deck car park, 7-layer multi-deck car park that will take 7,000 vehicles under construction. And it's ongoing. And in the shortest possible time, we are going to have this problem of parking in Wuse Market resolved. The minister has also directed that all other markets should look inwards and find spaces where there will be multi-deck car parks. These are global standards. So we have multi-deck car parks in all the markets and then absorb this inflow of customers and traffic and then make the markets free.
If you are going into Garki model market, on your left-hand side, you will see that pillars coming up. Those pillars are for a small mall and a multi-level car park.
For many shoppers, the biggest concern is not just the rising cost. It is the mismatch. Entry tickets continue to be sold, yet parking spaces are limited. Urban planners say a ticket without available space is like a key to a house with no door. Essential, but ultimately useless. Mariam George, Jitubo for Dateline 360.
Thanks for that, Mariam. In the bustling markets of Anambra, while it is well known that vehicle owners pay for parking in public or private motor parks, the fees remain generally pocket-friendly. Uchenna Nwekoyo takes us through the aisles of these markets.
Anambra State is host to large markets that attract customers from different parts of the country and beyond. These markets, spread across the major cities of the state, are big sources of revenue for the state government. However, access to the market is free. Customers with vehicles do not pay any money to enter the market.
I visited the Abuja market in Nnewi. I visited the Solution market in Ekulobia. I visited the Otosha market in Anambra East. You don't pay any amount at all. You don't pay any money. The only thing is that security personnel, security people in the markets will give you a tally. Then you park your vehicle. When you are coming back, you give the tally back to them. Then you collect your vehicle and go.
I'm very, very versatile with the Onitsha main market, the Ochanja market, then the relief market. These are some of the areas I visit regularly. I drive into the market. There is a space specially marked for car park. You only pay for your car park, and then they will give you a teller, at least to identify that you parked a car here. Then at the end, as you finish your marketing, you come back and collect your car with the issuance of your teller back to them. That's what I've experienced here so far.
The market is free for every person to access at any given point in time during market hours. Market hours is a period between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you come to the market later or earlier than probably 7 a.m. or when the market has not opened, we call those periods security hour. By that, it means that the market is not open as at that time, so anything can really come up. The only money available within the vehicles in the market are these heavy-duty trucks, where the state government collect IGR. Not on every of them. There are specified ones where the government collect IGR.
The markets in Onitsha and surrounding areas are planned in such a way that vehicles are parked in designated motor parks.
Where there are inadequate parking spaces made available by government, the private ones are complementing the efforts of the government to ensure that traders that will be trooping into the markets in Onitsha have where they will park their vehicles and move freely in and out of the markets.
These motor parks collect tokens to safekeep the vehicles while traders and customers do their businesses. Interventions of the state government in building good access road to the markets make it seamless accessing the market and in response to emergency situations such as fire outbreak.
We've had challenges in the past, but in recent times, the Chukwumachas Soludo administration, via the office of the Special Assistant on Trade and Commerce, asked the market leaders to be proactive towards firefighting. Our market was the first to respond to such requests. We went to our lines, we engaged in re-roofing the market entrances. Re-roofing in the sense that if you go through our major entrances now, you will see that we have raised our roofs, entrance roofs, even to a point of 18 feet. So, which is to say that firefighting trucks will access any part of the market easily.
Market leaders on their own set up task force that ensure prompt decongestion of traffic, especially during festive seasons when the markets witness influx of customers. Though the state government prioritizes issues that concern development in the markets, the traders are seeking more assistance in the area of policing to ensure that customers and traders alike do their businesses without fear of loss to criminal elements. In Onitsha, Uchenna Nwekoyo for Dateline 360.
Across Nigeria, market infrastructure shapes not just trade, but the flow of movement and the overall experience of shoppers. In Bayelsa State, several markets across Yenagoa, including Opolo, Pantia, and Tombia, struggle under the weight of disorganized or non-existent parking spaces, forcing shoppers to improvise and navigate through layers of self-made congestion. But at the Swale ultra-modern market, the scene shifts dramatically, offering a more structured and orderly environment. In this special report, Ifeoma Ihoje digs into the realities of market entry fees and parking systems in Yenagoa, capturing the voices of both traders and customers.
Yenagoa's major markets, Opolo, Pansha, Tombia, and others, one common challenge stands out: the absence of designated parking lots. For many shoppers, navigating these markets means finding any available space, often along busy roads, contributing to traffic congestion and raising safety concerns. But at the Swale ultra-modern market, the story takes a slightly different turn. Swale Market remains one of the commercial centers in Yenagoa, the capital city of Bayelsa State, with a properly designated parking space for shoppers. With controlled entry and coordinated traffic, the market is relatively more orderly than other centers in the state capital. Here, 2 parking areas operate every day. The inside park, meant exclusively for heavy-duty vehicles bringing goods in and out, struggles with a recurring problem: private cars straying into their space and obstructing operations.
So we are appealing to them, let them not bring their private car to this place to park for easy offloading and loading.
Outside, a second park designated for shoppers offers a more organized system. Unlike many markets in the state, visitors here say they can shop without fear, knowing their vehicles are secure and well managed.
They direct you in a way that you will not block other people. When you come, you can easily go. The other person too can easily go. In fact, they are attending to us very well.
I just parked my car and I'm going to the market. I know for sure that I'll spend some time there and then I'll feel very safe knowing that my car is secure.
Contrary to common complaints in other markets across the country about exorbitant fees and inadequate facilities, many Swale customers tell NTA that the charges here are modest.
When you come in and you are going, you will use your mind and say, oh, take this for your pure water, take this for your cold mineral, you understand? but I did not see price tag on it.
Market workers also insist they are doing their best with the limited resources available to them.
I work here in this car park just to make sure the people motor, our customers to save. And because of we now, no bad boss can come here come and disturb customers.
I'm trying my best as the government representative in the market to fix it by bringing hardcores to work into that level so that shoppers can have a comfortable place to park.
Despite their efforts, both park officers and customers agree that more can be done. They are calling on the government to upgrade the park, expand it, modernize it, and make it more conducive for the growing number of market users.
If government can come and cast off the place, at least it will be better.
Beyond convenience, adequate parking in markets like Swale has broader implications, reducing traffic spillover, improving safety, boosting business activities, and enhancing accessibility. The need for designated parking area for shoppers in markets becomes a huge concern. While Swale Ultra-Modern Market offers a working model, there is need to upgrade the facility and ensure that it is convenient for users. Ifoma Abuja for Dateline 360.
And in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, the ever-bustling Bodija market, famous for its wholesale and retail supply of foodstuff and other consumables, sits strategically at a crossroads that connects multiple parts of the metropolis, including the University of Ibadan. But beneath its vibrant commercial rhythm lies a daily struggle, relentless traffic congestion. From dawn's first light to the evening rush, gridlock grips the area, slowing transporters, delaying the movement of goods, and creating security and safety risks for all who pass through. Wasiu Rauf reports that despite several interventions by the Oyo State government to curb the lingering menace, traffic congestion continues to cast its long shadow over Bodija Market.
This is Bodija Market in Ibadan, and it remains one of the city's busiest commercial hubs, where traffic congestion has become a daily reality, with the mix of commercial vehicles, private cars, motorcycles, and thousands of pedestrians trying to maneuver the limited space, create constant struggle for movement.
Improperly organized car parks split onto the major access roads, while street trading further narrows the already limited lanes. This persistent situation poses a serious safety threat as drivers are forced to navigate extremely tight spaces, putting pedestrians at risk and creating conditions that can easily lead to vehicle, motorcycle, or other forms of accidents.
The impact of the traffic is affecting everybody. Sometimes I had an incident that a woman nearly pushed me into the car, and it was by God's grace. You know, it's so choked up.
The congestions has economic consequences like late arrival of goods, perishable goods spoiled in transit, commuters and customers frustrated in the end.
Yeah, sometimes in the traffic I spend not less than 40 minutes to 1 hour, and I don't know, the road is okay, but we have the market people, they obstruct the road, they don't make it on very difficult for motors and what's it called, other stuff to pass easily.
It is believed that strict enforcement of traffic laws, proper road markings, functional traffic lights, and sustained public safety education, better organized public transport, designated drop-off zones are key to restoring order.
A possible solution should be pedestrian bridge for the masses, and if possible, if overhead bridge can as well be constructed. I think those are the things that can control the traffic in the marketplace. Government should do a lot so as to make the place spacious.
If authorities, traders, and drivers collaborate, Ibadan's major markets can become safer. Wasiu Rauf for Dateline 360.
Kano's tightly packed markets, fire outbreaks do more than consume property. They expose a troubling weakness: poor access for emergency response. Even with functional equipment at their disposal, fire trucks and ambulances often arrive late, trapped behind blocked roads, street-side trading, and unending congestion. Aminu Umar reports that as the state grapples with recurring fire incidents, most recently at Single Market, experts insist that redesigning market layouts, enforcing access routes, and stepping up public awareness are essential steps to avert future tragedies.
Over the years, Kano State has witnessed several devastating fire outbreaks in major markets, from Kurmi to Sabangari and Singa, leaving behind trails of destruction and losses worth millions of naira. Beyond faulty electrical wiring or flammable materials, one factor continues to hinder timely response: traffic congestion.
This is the Galadima axis of Muhammadu Abubakar Market. It is one of the places in Kano that are known for parking anyhow, because the vehicles and trucks and trailers sometimes that used to bring palm oil and all sorts of oil, instead of maybe finding a particular place to park, they park here for offloading.
We are not even happy to see this thing, because government no provide a space for us. When we upload and load, we don't have the place. That's why we are doing like that.
Chairman Galadima Market Development Association, Mustafa Shuaibu, said, although compelling, they still believe the issue can be remedied when considering further development, especially while constructing new markets. And for this petty trader, blocking access roads in the name of trading is counterproductive.
If the security won't pass there, that will make go slow inside the market. So that is no good. So they have to do what is right.
This is why fire trucks and ambulances often arrive late, not due to distance, but because of narrow access roads, street traders blocking passages, and indiscriminate parking. Emergency responders say navigating the congested areas becomes a nightmare, costing valuable time when every second matters.
Agencies like Karota, police, Rosopti, and other road traffic agencies. So we have a good relationship with them. So in terms of emergency, when they give us chance to pass, but people are not giving that cooperation to give us way in terms of any emergency.
Although the State Fire Service has enough engines, the men of the service need additional modern tools and regular training on crowd control and fire suppression techniques suited for dense and high-risk areas like markets. Equally important is public awareness on safety protocols and first response, as experience has shown that people are not well informed on how to stay safe during emergencies.
I could remember what happened here in Kano. There was a time that people, when there is a fire outbreak in one of our filling stations here, people around the area start looking for that fire and sniping the picture. So when that fire is escalated to that area, so the thing affected more than 64 people or 68 people.
However, until congestion is reduced and market infrastructure improved, response time will remain slow and the damage is often irreversible. For Kano, to prevent further tragedies, markets must evolve from chaotic clusters to structured spaces where safety is a priority, as during emergencies, access can be the difference between loss and rescue, between despair and hope. In Kano, Aminu Umar for Dateline 360.
Well, these conversations remind us that Nigerian markets are not just places of commerce, but vital community arteries whose health reflects the well-being of the cities around them. So, these call for smarter planning, safer spaces, and better managed infrastructure, which becomes impossible to ignore. And that's a wrap up on this conversation. Till next week, when we come back with another interesting issue. Bye for now.